Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here with the late emission of AUBG channel. We start with the breaking news of how the scandalous affair between the prominent billionaire Investitio and the famous actress Voluta turned into a wedding. After being chased from paparazzi for several months, the two celebrities publicly announced their engagement. Congratulations to the new couple. For more interesting insights on the wedding, stay with us and find out in our following reality show, Brides Invest.
As the flawless appearance is of great importance for the most discussed bride these weeks, she is desperately searching for the best possible company that will satisfy her countless whimsies. Investitio does not hesitate to spend money on his beloved's desires. She is looking for great financial and share performance, innovations and quality products. Here comes Skepta Cosmetics, an exceptional, trustworthy agency that will contact the young lady with the top 4 cosmetics brands in the industry: L'Oreal, Oriflame, Avon and Estee Lauder, and help her decide which one will make her life unforgettable. But Voluta's choice will be hard because the bride-to-be will judge the company's competence and professionalism by the following criteria. First, net income, to be sure how successful the 4 companies were during the last 5 years. Second, earnings per share, which indicates the company's profitability. Third, quick ratio, that will help the bride gauge the company's liquidity and marketable securities. And last but not least, sustainability, to find out how the companies contribute to society and to evaluate their attitude to the environment. The first that appears on stage is Mr. L'Oreal. He was officially founded in 1939 in Paris, France, and is a proud owner of 34 other brands including Garnier, Maybelline, Essie, NYX and many more. Mr. L'Oreal is a global company and can be found in 140 countries around the world. As he meets the beautiful actress Voluta, he immediately starts to seduce her with his profitability. Mr. L'Oreal shows his earnings per share and accentuate on their peak of 1.67 in 2014. Apart from the current slight decrease of 1.30, nothing can stop Mr. L'Oreal to continue buying what he wants. He proceeds with the net income to emphasize on his prosperity. In 2014, his company saw net profit skyrocket, reaching almost 5 million euros. With the same enthusiasm, Mr. L'Oreal explains the quick ratio, which unfortunately does not cover the company's liabilities successfully for the past 6 years. This makes his company not very attractive for new investors, but Mr. L'Oreal is looking at the future with confidence. Driven by the clear mission to steal Voluta's heart, he focuses on the sustainability of his company, which minimizes the damage done to the environment. After the powerful presentation, Voluta falls into deep thinking. While she is looking at the products left by the passion of Mr. L'Oreal, the bride is ready for the next company. She was a fast machine, she kept the motor. The second candidate is the Swedish cosmetics company Mrs. Oriflame. She was established in 1967 and is the first producing natural cosmetics. Mrs. Oriflame is the leading direct seller, presenting in more than 60 countries. She enters the meeting with a dancing gait and overly positive attitude. After some demonstrations of eyeshadows, Mrs. Oriflame is ready to continue with the serious part, mainly the earnings per share and net income. Her peak of profitability was in 2012, when her earnings per share reached the fabulous 1.06 euros. Global sales of her company were up by 3% from 2015 to 2016. Her operating profit increased by 42% and her net profit doubled. Mrs. Oriflame's solid performance in Asia and Turkey helped her flourish. She browses sheets over sheets to show Voluta her company's quick ratio. It is high in 2015 with its 1.49%, but down in the next year because of accrued liabilities. The current sustainability strategy shows Mrs. Oriflame's feminism as one of her main goals is a gender-balanced workforce. Now the actress is even more confused. She realizes that her choice will be more than difficult, and that makes her feel sad. The third competitor coming is a strong independent woman. She is an American, offering women cosmetics and the chance for them to run their own business. She was founded in 1886 in New York and 130 years later converts into one of the biggest manufacturers in her branch. Her name is Mrs. Avon. She can be found in almost every corner of the world, in over 100 countries, in 3 continents. As a professional, she starts presenting her earnings per share that are fluctuating over the last 5 years. Mrs. Avon's peak at $2.60 million is in 2015, when her company is most profitable. Her net profit unfortunately experiences negative values during the period due to a lot of investment and no return. However, these insignificant details can stop Mrs. Avon to promote her company as the best one. She switches to her stable quick ratio, which shows her successful debt repay. Mrs. Avon's remarkable sustainability policy proves her charity-oriented and eco-friendly character. The 3 outstanding companies try to grab Valuta's attention, but as if they are unable to satisfy her wishes. The beautiful actress starts losing hope, until the moment when something unexpected happens.
She gave me the queen. She gave me...
With elegance and finesse appears the 4th candidate for Valuta. She's luxurious and provocative lady. Her arsenal of highly expensive elite products makes her very seductive and tempting. Still can't guess who she is. She is Miss Estée Lauder, the leader in the prestige skincare, makeup, hair care products and fragrance. Born in Manhattan, New York in the distant 1946, she possesses a diversified portfolio of more than 25 brands sold in 150 countries around the world. Clinique, MAC, Donna Karan and many others are in her list. Miss Estée Lauder's upscale cosmetics can make everyone fall in love with her. Valuta immediately forgets about her worries and sadness when Miss Estée Lauder appears. The confident lady shows the most quality products being sold on the market and demonstrates their magical power on the bride's face. Miss Estée Lauder is aware of her magnificence and financial supremacy in the top world charts. After some clarifications on the quick ratio and the net profit, the future bride seems more than convinced. Miss Estée Lauder's liquidity is prevailing. Her quick ratio is steady and increasing during the last 5 years, apart from the slight decrease in 2016. Her net profit is balanced and unshakable, which makes Miss Estée Lauder highly attractive for long-term investments. The same can be said for her profitable earnings per share. They are firm and strong and do not hesitate during the period, such as her character. The sustainability goal of net zero greenhouse gas emissions indicates her environmental-friendly attitude and her ambition to change the whole climate. Valuta cannot take her eyes off the tempting presenter. Miss Estée Lauder's prestigious cosmetics, trustworthy share performance and charisma are so impressive that all other companies so far become irrelevant. Miss Estée Lauder even kisses Valuta, but runs away immediately after that. Valuta is left with mixed feelings, but when she touches the red kiss on her cheek and feels the pure glamour of the Estée Lauder lipstick, she makes her choice. The actress falls in love so much with Miss Estée Lauder's cosmetics that she decides to marry her and to invest in her high-quality products until the death breaks them apart.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling, you give love a bad name.
Padne li večer tam, zbolot si kao zdrač.
However, the story ends poorly for Investitio, whose heart is irreversibly broken into pieces. The billionaire spreads the only thing that he is left with, his money.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We start with the breaking news of how the scandalous affair between the famous actress Valuta and the fascinating Miss Estée Lauder turned into a wedding.
I want to break free.